first light across the old farmland of Britain, where stone walls divide the fields and hawthorn hedges hold the winter wind. Two black and white shapes stand watch. This is the Eurasian magpie, bright-eyed, sharp-minded, never still for long. A bird often dismissed as noisy, but in truth, one of the great strategists of the hedgerow. The magpie does not survive by strength alone. It survives by seeing first, hearing first, understanding first. A cat on the wall, a hawk at the field edge, a squirrel in the branches, an owl at dusk. The magpie reads them all. Its alarms change with the threat. Its posture changes with the danger. Its whole body becomes language. Magpies use different alarm calls for different predators, showing a level of awareness and communication that reflects their unusually advanced intelligence. Above us, below us, move now. This is the first lesson. The sooner you notice danger, the more choices you still have. When the pair begins to breed, they do not build an open cup like most birds. They build a fortress, a globe of thorns, a side entrance, a hidden chamber inside. Every stick matters. Every thorn matters more. The male brings branches. The female shapes the interior. Mud is pressed into the cup. Wool and grass soften the lining. Outside, armor. Inside, warmth. A safe future is built twice, first with protection, then with comfort. This is not random construction. It is architecture with a purpose. Too narrow for a cat's paw, too awkward for a hawk's strike, too thorned for easy climbing. The nest does not just hold life, it defends it. Then the eggs appear, pale blue-green, speckled and fragile, hidden deep inside the dome. The female settles into incubation. The male becomes provider and sentinel. He watches from nearby branches, brings food to the entrance, tracks the field, the sky, the wall. Magpie nests are among the most defensive nest structures of any common farmland bird in Europe, using a domed thorn design to reduce predator access. This is not dramatic work. It is repetitive, quiet, careful. And that is the point. Real protection often looks boring until the day it is tested. And they do come. A sparrowhawk tries the entrance from above. A squirrel works at the thorn rim. An owl tests the dome at night. A cat climbs with real intent. Now the nest must prove itself. The cat reaches the dome, touches thorns, withdraws, repositions, fails again. The entrance cuts the paw that tries to enter. And above it all, the parents attack without stopping, from one side, then the other, calling, diving, striking. Back away, not here, leave now. The cat descends, the chicks live. Preparation matters most before the crisis begins, because in the moment of attack, there is no time left to redesign the nest. Inside the sealed dome, the eggs begin to answer. Pips appear, Small sounds rise from inside the shells. Then the chicks hatch. They are naked, blind, completely dependent. Unlike ground birds that run the day they hatch, these young magpies begin as helpless creatures of warmth, hunger, and sound. The female broods, the male brings food, again and again. Magpie chicks are altricial, born undeveloped, needing warmth, feeding, and protection for weeks before fledging. The dome now becomes a nursery, a closed world, a safe darkness where growth can happen unseen. The adults work without pause. Food arrives every few minutes. Worms, beetles, caterpillars, each delivery torn and shared. Waste is carried out. The cup is kept clean. The chicks grow louder, stronger, sharper. Soon they no longer react only to hunger. They begin reacting to shadows, to movement at the entrance, to danger before the parents even call it. That is when intelligence begins to show. Growing up is not only about getting bigger, it's about learning what matters before someone has to explain it. At last, the entrance that once kept predators out becomes the way the young must leave. One head appears, then one body, then 4, then 6. The world is suddenly enormous. Branch, wind, wall, field, sky. And at once they are more vulnerable than ever before. Because outside the fortress, there is no wall between them and danger. The cat returns. 2 fledglings panic and drop to the ground. For a moment, they are exactly where death would choose them. But the parents do not hesitate. The male attacks from above. The female moves to shield and guide. Together, they drive the cat back and hold the line long enough for the fallen young to climb. Sometimes rescue is not about removing danger. It's about creating just enough time for the weak to save themselves. After that, the lessons change. No more hidden dome, no more full shelter. Now the fledglings learn in the open. How to balance on a wall, how to probe moss for insects, how to pull a worm from soil, how to respond to alarm before the parents even call it. That is when intelligence begins to show. Growing up is not only about getting bigger, it's about learning what matters before someone has to explain it. The magpie is more than a beautiful corvid with an iridescent tail. It is an architect, a strategist, a guardian, a teacher. It builds a fortress for the first stage of life, then leads its young beyond the fortress until they can survive without it. And that may be the deepest lesson of all. Protect early, teach steadily, and when the time comes, let them face the field.
Hello everyone watching this video and following my channel. Thank you so much for your support. I hope you enjoy watching the video.